Good morning, beautiful people, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you for stopping by because you already know who I am. I slay makeup. So today I'm going to do a nice summer fresh face makeup look, but it's going to be highlight, and I'm going to do a little bit of white between the eyes. It's inspired by I can't think of the makeup artist who did this look, but after everything is done, when I'm done with the whole look, I'm going to feature the picture of the makeup look that I'm going to recreate and put a little bit of my, my style on it. So I'm going to go do my eyebrows right quick, and then I'm going to come back and we're going to do the base, which is the face. I'll be right back, guys. Smooches. Okay, guys, I am back, and I did my brows off camera. So the concealer that I use to clean under my brows, it is coming from LA Colors, and it's in this shade here, the same, almost the same shade as my complexion. So now what I'm getting ready to do is I'm getting ready to do the base part. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to prep my skin. Y'all already know, sorry for coming out the camera, but I'm going to use some moisturizer. And this is the Equate. It's supposed to be the dupe for Pond's. But we're going to use some of this here moisturizer today because I need it. And I wanted to, try all my products that I have. Make sure that you're adding some kind of moisturizer. So you can find this type of moisturizer at Walmart, and it's the Equate brand. It's for dry and oily skin. But my skin is a little dry today, so this is good if you have dry skin, okay? Because you don't want to put on no foundation on no dry skin, and then you just, your makeup gonna look flaky. And I'm putting on another moisturizer, but this is a high-end one. It has hydration in it, so I'm putting on another moisturizer. You gotta make sure you do these steps so your makeup can look good, sis. You don't want it to be looking flaky and dry looking. You don't want that. Moisturizer is important. And next I'm going to put on my e.l.f. primer. I'm putting it on today. But you don't have to use this type of primer, but use any type of primer that you have, okay? Primer is just going to help the longevity of your makeup, and it's going to give the foundation something to stick to. I just like using the e.l.f. primer. That's just my preference. And I'm just pressing that into my skin. Allow every product to sit for a couple of minutes before you proceed to the next product. Just pressing into my skin. Now I'm going to use a under eye cream. This is just the skin prepping part. And I think I'm going to have to break this video up. So we're just going to do skin prep. And then we'll come back for the base. And I'm using a under eye cream. I want my under eyes to be nice and hydrated. Remember, we're adding concealer and powder up under our under eyes, okay? As mature skin, we need to make sure we invest in a good under eye cream, one for the daytime and for nighttime. This one I can use in the day and night. I have 3 or 4 eye creams because when I go places, if I go out of town, I make sure that I can take one of my eye creams. I don't have to take so many, especially when I do clients. I don't have to bring a whole lot depending on their skin type. But this one here, what is this? Elemis. This is for all skin types, and I got this out of my BoxyCharm subscription. It eliminates some puffiness because I woke up a little puffy today. All right, I'm going to go off camera and allow these products to sit into my skin. I want to say about 2 or 3 minutes. And I will be back and we're going to do the foundation part together. I hope you learned something. I'll be right back, guys. Smooches. Okay, I'm back and I allowed my products to sit in for about 2-3 minutes. So the next step we're going to do is we're going to use foundation. And the foundation of my choice is my favorite one. And this is the e.l.f. Soft Glam Foundation. And that's all I put on the back of my hand. I'm going to kind of swirl it on my brush and start placing it where I want it at, the coverage that I want. This foundation is a soft glam satin finish. So I was going for a glowy, fresh face look. And I'm just going to put a little bit on my forehead, not too much. And go over my brows. Just putting a little bit around here. Notice I did not put any foundation under my eyes because that's where I place my concealer at. So we're doing the base part. And that's enough of foundation that I'm going to put on. And I'll just go back in with my brush and make sure that the face is covered. It's all about the skin for me when I'm doing my makeup. I love a skin-like glowy look for the summer. So the next step I'm going to do is I'm going to use my concealer, and I'm going to just use the Wet n Wild, not Wet n Wild, but LA Colors concealer to conceal today. This will go perfect with the look that I'm doing today. So all the products that I used on my face as far as makeup are affordable. You can always find LA Colors anywhere. Now let me make sure this LA Colors. Yes, LA Colors. Because I use Wet n Wild sometime too. But this is LA Colors, not LA Girl. So I switch up. I'm going to bring that up for the lift. And now I'm going to get my Beauty Blender to blend out, Lord, my concealer. And I'm just going to start tapping and working my way up. Now this is my first time using this concealer to conceal with. I normally just use it for my brows, but I say let me try it today. See how that's looking? And for this look, I am not going to contour. I'm going to let bronzer be the showcase today. So we're going to bronze and highlight. When I say highlight, we're going to use a highlight shimmer shade today. I'm just going to bring that down some. And I need extra coverage, so I'm going to go right back in and put just a little bit more. And just a little bit more around the Cupid's bow. And right here. I really want to just be concealed today, y'all. I'm sorry. That don't mean I'm putting on so much. I put on 2 layers. 1 layer of foundation and 2 layers of concealer. Not a whole lot. A woman at my job asked me, she say, why people put on so much makeup? Because she always gives me compliments with my makeup. I say, I don't know, maybe it's just their preference. But as you get older, we don't need a whole lot. We just need 1 layer of this. And probably for concealer, me 2 layers. But it's the amount that you put on. You just see what I did. And I'm going to go in with my foundation brush to make sure that my edges are blended out properly. This is some good foundation. So if you have not tried this here e.l.f., you need to try it. It's good for the summer and for the colder months, but I'm going to be rocking this foundation for the summer. And I'm going to put a little bit of concealer on my lids because I'm not going to wear shadow, but I'm going to wear shadow in between my inner corner, but I still want a flush of color on my lids. I don't want to just leave it bare like that. So I'm going to add me some concealer and we're going to blend this out. I'm using the same shade as I used to clean under my brows. Getting all of this base, everything out the way. I like this concealer. I don't know why I didn't try it. It was blessed to me by one of my little daughters at my job. My work daughter. And we're just blending this out. I am going to set my lids with powder. So, going to set my lids with powder. And then I'm going to come back. I'm going to pop my lashes on. So I will be back. I'm going to pop my lashes on right quick. And then we're going to set the face and get into the bronzer and the highlight. Okay, I'll be back. Smooches. Okay, guys, I'm back. And I had to pop on my lashes and set my under eyes with my powder. So now it is time to finish it off with some bronzer. And the bronzer that I'm going to use today is coming from my Il Makiage face palette. I'm just going to use the bronzer part. And I'm using my Morphe brush because I still got a lot of brushes that I had to wash. I got about 30 something, about 40 brushes. I mean, I got a lot of brushes, y'all, that I had to wash yesterday. So they still drying. So I found some that I didn't have to wash. So I put some of this bronzer on, and we're going to just swirl this bronzer onto the face because I told you we doing bronzer and highlight today. Look at that bronzer. So pretty, y'all. I'm putting it right under where I set my under eyes, that powder. Bronzer is just, it's beautiful. Y'all gotta let bronzer bless your life. And I'm gonna put a little bit of bronzer on the forehead and swirl that in, because this is a summertime look. So we just bronzing the forehead, giving it some warmth. And we're gonna bronze here. I'm going to do a little bit on my nose. And then I'm going to go in with a pressed powder to set the rest of my makeup right quick. And I'm using this here T White, what is it, TL, I don't know, TL Angel Veil pressed powder. And I'm going to just set the rest of this makeup. Swirl it some more. It's a nice summer look. I don't want none to get on my lace front. Making sure we blending that bronzer out really good. Bronzer just gives back the face some warmth and definition. Use this brush and see how it's gonna do. We just setting the face with this here Angel Veil powder. Just giving it a little warmth. Setting everything. Going over that bronzer too to set that and to soften it down some. But guys, just get into how it just look. That is so, girl, it's the bronzer for me. So the next step I'm going to do is I'm going to spray my face with my setting sprays. I'm going to use the Milani setting spray to melt down the powder. Melting that powder down, and then we're gonna use our Ruby Kiss matte setting spray. Oil control is gonna keep the oils down as I work through the day, and it dries down like a matte finish. Ooh, so now we're getting ready to add the fun part, and that's the highlighter. And I'm going to use my highlighter brush. And then I'm going to do my eyeshadow, but I'm going to do the highlighter first because I want to show y'all how to apply this your highlighter shade so it don't look like you glowing up like a disco ball. Okay, highlighter is just used to give your makeup to the next step, the next level, but it's summertime, so we want to be glowing. Look at that skin, honey. This, I'm just letting the setting spray just do its thing. I'm not even gonna touch it. I'm just letting it do what it's gonna do. This side is a little drier, so I'm gonna, and the palette I'm using today is called Milk and Honey. It's by the Beauty Bakery. And these are the highlight shades here. But I'm going to use this almost like a white shade. It's golden white. I want to say like a rose gold, white gold. And I'm just using my little fan brush. I remember I used these back in the day. A lot of people don't use them, but I still like them. I'm going to use this big one. And I'm going to tap off. And what you want to do is you want to have just a little bit. You can see that. I'm going to turn my light down so y'all can see the glow. Look at that. See that? That's how much you want. You don't want so much of it on your face till you just looking. Okay, just enough of glow. And then I'm going to go down the bridge of my nose. Let's see. It's all about placement when you're doing highlighter, okay? You don't want to put too much, just enough. Look at that. Yes, ma'am. That's all you want. Okay, this side is dry now, so we're going to add just a little bit of that highlighter. Yeah, it's showing. I had to make sure. Okay, see that? That is just pretty. It's the glow for me, y'all. And I'm just going to blend it out some more. Put just a little bit more here. It's the glow. It is the glow, y'all. It's the glow. See that? Now what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add some white eyeshadow in the middle of the eye because that is just top tier. Subtle. This is a nice fresh face look. And I'm going into my Fall Days eyeshadow palette because I was looking for the perfect white shade to put on today, y'all. Look at that. That's what we want. We're going to saturate that brush. Honey, yes, that's what we want. And I'm going to go into my mirror right here so y'all can see me do it. And we're going to go right into the inner corner. And that's okay if it was just, it's falling out. I got a little fallout, but I have powder under my eye so I can brush that off. Look at that, girl, honey. That's a look right there. I'm trying to tell you. Honey, that's a look. So we're going to go right in the inner corner and blend up. And you need a pointed brush like this. Make sure that you're blending out, okay? Blend it over like this. That is a look right there, top tier. So what you need to do is, for the fallout, I'm going to go in with my powder puff and tap that in so it can be locked in and blend it out even more. I think I lost a little bit of the white. I'm going to go back in again. Wait a minute. Because I lost some white on this eye right here. Because I want the eyes to, it's the eyes for me today. I want it to be popping, okay? I want that white to pop, like, bam, in your face. Okay? So that's what we wearing today. We wearing in the corner highlight. This is the look for the summer. A lot of people are doing color. I wanted to do a white look first, and then I'm going to try all colors. I'm going to do purple, green. I'm going to put some orange. So that's what we doing for the summer. We doing a pop of color right in the inner corner of our eye. That is the look for the summer. Okay, sis? We doing a pop of color in the inner corner of our eye. That's all you need. Okay, for the summer. You don't need nothing else but a pop of color right there. Bam. Okay? That's what you need right there. Pop, pop. Okay, so now we're going to do a quick lippy. And I'm going to take a picture so y'all can get the whole look. So I'm going to use my brown lip liner from e.l.f. Because the look, the picture, she had a matte lipstick, and it's gonna be hard for me not to add no gloss. But I'm gonna add some in the next look. Wait a minute, some powder done got on my nose. Wait a minute. Alright, can't be having that. You messing up. Okay. And now I'm gonna finish lining my lips. And now I'm going to add the matte lipstick, and this is from Anastasia. I'm not a real fan of this lipstick. I mean, some people, they raving about it, but to each his own. But we going to do it for the look today. Honey, that's a fresh look right there. This is the look for today. In the corner eyeshadow, it's gonna be a look for the summer. I decided to do white. This is my look, guys. I'm gonna pull my hair down, take a picture so y'all can see my recreation. Okay, guys, continue to follow me, and this is the look for the day. Girl, honey, it's the skin for me. Honey, girl, it's glowing. We just glowing, the glow up. Beautiful. So I'll be back. Okay, I'm gonna take a picture and the look. So everything has just, it looks so good. I'm so proud of myself. Get into it, y'all. It's the glow. Smooches.